was originally designed as a Perry Stone Bill Cloud ISO Bible course that normally is $150. However, right now you can receive the 11 DVDs as a limited time offer in an album for your donation of $75 or more. To order your set, go online at perrystone.org, call toll-free 1-888-21-BREAD, or write the ministry and send your donation of $75 or more to Perry Stone, P.O. Box 3595, Cleveland, Tennessee 37320. Now remember, when writing or calling, use offer number 11DVD101. Help keep Manifest on the air. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. It is my opinion that this festival teaching that we are making available is the best you'll ever hear. That's all I'm going to say. I mean it. It's powerful. So, be sure and get it. Look at the screen, and then I'm going to show you something here in just a moment. I'm coming to Bethesda Church, White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, Wednesday night, May the 1st. Then one of our big conferences, Griffin First Encounter Life Church in Griffin, Georgia, at Friday, the 3rd of May. It's all day Saturday and all day Sunday. That's the 3rd through the 5th of May. Wednesday, the 8th of May, Family Christian Center, Munster, Indiana. Sumter, South Carolina, for the first time, May 31st through June the 2nd. But we have also Redemption Church in Knoxville, the 7th of June through the 9th. So go to perrystone.org and just get more information. We're kind of limited on time on the announcements. Now, people have asked me, where did you get the name Manifest? The name Manifest came to me at a prayer meeting, an all-night prayer meeting in the month of February 1988 in Zephyr Hills, Florida, where Tom Jamies and I, the pastor, were praying literally all night. And at 3 in the morning, I was a little bit tired, of course, and I was laying there with my arms crossed, and I actually heard Manifest. And I said, what is this? And the Lord spoke to me and said, that'll be your television program. It was 12 years later when the program Manifest actually was produced and aired, and now it actually goes around the world. To God be the glory. This was a model that we made when we did some teaching on the tabernacle, and it's the imagery of the table of shewbread that was in the tabernacle or in the temple back in the time of Christ. And every week the priest had to eat this bread at the end of from one Shabbat to the next. They had to eat the bread and then make new bread to put on the table of shewbread. So they had to have fresh bread every week. I want to say this to you. You need a church. You need to find a local community of believers. Some people don't have church buildings. I mean, they live in real rural areas where there's very few full gospel churches. I understand that, but you need to find a fellowship of believers or a church, because you've got to be fed every single week. Now, I feed myself every day, and you should too, but at least once a week, you've got to be in the presence of God. This is why OCI has a Tuesday night service every Tuesday night at 6:30 right here in Cleveland, Tennessee. This is why we see churches, and on the weekends we travel to churches. We believe you got to feed from the bread of life, and Jesus is that bread, and the Word is that bread. So keep Manifest on the air, because we want to teach you the Word. God bless you.
Perry Stone invites you to join him for his 2019 Israel tour. The dates are November 25th through December 4th, with an optional visit to Petra in the country of Jordan. Call 1-888-321-3629 or visit perrystone.org for more information and how to register. Seating is limited, so call today.
Do you think Christianity is right and every other religion are all wrong?
I would say Christianity is true because of its foundation.
My favorite place in the whole world to be was the LGBTIA Center.
Evangelism. I'm sure you've heard of that word, and for many people, that word is pretty much synonymous with the word death.
Do you think there's an afterlife?
No, I do not think there's an afterlife.
The book author of all authors, we have Ray Comfort. Thank you for joining us.
I like that.
That's enough of you. Now,
Jesus took the punishment we all deserve.
Here we are at the Kendrick Brothers' secret lair. This is where the magic happens.
Show me that smile. Come on, guys. Don't waste another minute on your...
Now, do you think you're a good person? Now, do you think about death much?
Try not to.
You've told me that you're a lying, thieving, blasphemous, adulterate.
Repent and trust in Jesus. When are you going to do that?
I'm going to do that right now.
Welcome to Manifest, hosted by international evangelist, teacher, and author Perry Stone. Enjoy unique insight into prophetic and practical truth. It's time to feast on fresh manna, so get ready to be blessed and encouraged. And now, here is your host and teacher, Perry Stone.
Today on Manifest, we are with our main tour, which arrived here in Israel, and we're at the Sea of Galilee. It's a little overcast day, but it's a lot cooler than it normally is, which I like, to be honest with you. So we have about 270 people in a beautiful church. There's a Roman Catholic church up on the hill, and the sisters are so kind to us every year. And we're going to tape something very different. I want you to give me your attention while I explain what I'm going to do. I have a white notebook, which is rare. I usually have a blue piece of paper. We have a partners ministry in which our partners on the Partner Strike Force receive from me every morning, and they can view it, a video called Nuggets with Perry. I give a nugget in 60 seconds to 90 minutes. Now, when Tiffany James, who's our partners director, was with us, we did not get to do the Sea of Galilee. I was having a little bit of throat trouble, and we didn't get to do it. So I'm going to do something that's pretty cool today. I'm going to give you probably 10 to 15 nuggets that are exclusively for partners. Hello? Thank you, Brother Perry. Thank you, Brother Perry. And then that way you can kind of see how the Lord, just these one-line things. Now, I call this Lessons from the Sea of Galilee. All right? So we're going to go through these, and I don't know how many I'm going to get. I may not get to 15 because, you know me, I elaborate and get on rabbit trails all the time. So, Matthew chapter 14:30. When Jesus is calling Peter to walk on water, Peter begins sinking. And as Peter is sinking, Jesus is still above water. So the lesson here is, what is over my head is under his feet. I like it. I'm starting to feel something already. Okay, now think about this. So in your lifetime and what you're dealing with, what overwhelms you and appears to be taking you under is already under the control of Jesus. It's already under his feet. And then in Romans, Paul said, the very God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. So if we are a part of the body and he is the head, that means we are a part of his feet. And if we're a part of that feet in the body, then everything that the enemy tries to do to us, when he tries to sink us in the storm, it's always going to be under the feet of Jesus. Okay, that's a nugget. Here's nugget number 2. We get this from Mark chapter 4, verse 25. You ready? You can't go under for going over. What does that mean? Jesus said to those disciples in the boat, let us go over to the other side. He did not say, take me to the other side. I will go over to the other side. That would be singular, talking about himself. Us is plural personal pronoun, which means everyone he's talking to is the us. So as they get on the boat and as they head toward the other side, a storm hits. And the Bible even says in walking on the water, he's actually walking on the Word. So in other words, Peter is not going to drown because Jesus is on the water with him. So you cannot drown a man or a woman or a church or a ministry that absolutely has a word from God. When Jesus said, let us go over, no storm is going to stop the boat and no storm is going to sink the boat. The boat can get full of water, but it still keeps floating. Why? Because it's floating on a promise, and they all made it to the other side. Now, here's nugget number 3. I get this from Mark chapter 4, verse 39. When he spoke to objects, I want you to notice how objects always obey Jesus. He could speak to the water.